Now at 5, breaking news in Northridge. A deadly crash just south of the Cal State campus. At this point, we know 2 people have been killed. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Holmstrom.
And I'm Sara Donchey. CBS 2's Christy Fajardo live in Northridge with the latest on this breaking story. Christy?
Yeah, Sarah and Chris, sadly, loved ones are just now finding out what happened. A short while ago, a man came to the scene and he tells us the 4 people who were in that white car are friends of his. He says they were supposed to meet him for dinner. When they didn't show up, he checked their location services and realized they were here at Parthenia and Encino. Police tell us the 4 people in that car all survived the impact, but the 2 in that other car over there, sadly, have now died. And you can tell from all of the damage just how forceful the collision was. Take a look. Sky 2 flew the scene. Firefighters say they rushed to Parthenia and Encino and actually had to cut people out of their cars. Inside the sports coupe, they found 2 people. Police say the passenger died here. The driver later died at the hospital. They were both in what police described as a kit car, and police believe they were speeding and lost control. 4 people were in the other car. 2 are in critical condition. 2 others were taken to the hospital with serious injuries. This happened in the middle of the afternoon, and there were witnesses. Here's what one had to say.
I live across the street here, and I heard the car coming down, and he was flying. He was going really fast. Then all of a sudden I heard him lost control and he spun, and you can hear him racing his engine trying to correct himself. And when he turned, he was facing the other direction, and the white car hit him from behind and pushed him over into the fence.
And police are still here at the scene talking to witnesses, also taking measurements and gathering evidence. They will help them piece together exactly what happened here and what caused the collision that has now taken 2 lives. Live in Northridge, I'm Christy Fajardo. Let's send it back to you.
Christy, thank you. And we're following a traffic jam in Gardena. That is where crews are cleaning up a big mess that was caused by an overturned big rig. This happened on the transition road of southbound 405 to northbound 110. A SIG alert is expected to last until 7 p.m.
Developing news in Louisiana tonight. The search is on for a man police believe killed 5 people in 2 parishes near Baton Rouge. 21-year-old Dakota Terrio is accused of killing his girlfriend and her parents in Livingston Parish, then killing his father and stepmother. Detectives say Therrio's parents identified him as the gunman before they were killed. He is believed to be driving a gray and silver 2004 Dodge pickup truck.
The clock is ticking now that the government has been temporarily reopened.
Yeah, Congress has until February 15th to come up with a deal on border security that President Trump will support.
CBS 2's Nicole Killian has the latest from Washington.
President Trump urged Democrats to negotiate over the next 3 weeks to find a solution on border security that includes funding to build a border wall. In a series of tweets Saturday morning, Mr. Trump said, 21 days goes very quickly. Will not be easy to make a deal. Both parties very dug in. We will build the wall. The president signed a continuing resolution passed by the House and Senate Friday night, ending the longest partial government shutdown in history.
I want to thank all of the incredible federal workers and their amazing families who have shown such extraordinary devotion in the face of this recent hardship.
The temporary deal came on the same day many furloughed federal workers missed their second paycheck, but there is still plenty of uncertainty with the threat of another shutdown looming next month.
We don't know how we're going to pay our car payments, our house payments, our rent, our child care. We can't keep doing this.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she's willing to negotiate with Mr. Trump, but she's resisted the president's calls for a border wall.
Democrats are committed to border security, and we think we have some better ideas about how to do so that protect our border, honor our values, and are cost effective.
As federal workers head back to work, the Smithsonian Museums and National Zoo are also ramping to reopen by next Tuesday. Nicole Killian, KCAL 9 News.
All right, just 8 days left until Super Bowl 53. The Rams, they're wrapping up preparations for the big game against the Patriots. I know, you're
laid
so
out?
lucky.
You think I'm that responsible that have things planned out?
Okay, I guess not.
Not
but
even
you're excited,
close.
though.
Yo, I cannot wait. This is going to be so much fun. The Rams leave for Atlanta tomorrow, so today's practice in Thousand Oaks was their last one of the season at their team facility. The Rams will practice at the Falcons facility in Georgia during Super Bowl week. But knowing this was their last practice at home of the season left Sean McVay in a reflective mood. Hoping we're going to have some sound here from Sean McVay.
Even going back to when we first got back together in the off-season program and the progressive build, this is what you work for, is to get a chance to be one of the last two practicing, and we got a few more that we want to maximize. But I think just watching this team continue to kind of have their own identity where the players, the coaches, it's about being connected, being a group that plays hard for one another, enjoys being around each other, but there's also a competitive nature. I think there's a swagger and a confidence that exists because of the way they go about their business every single day. So, one thing about, just the NFL in general, there's never any, there's always changes year in and year out. And that's why you want to make sure that you maximize these moments and really appreciate the opportunity and what a blessing it is to still be practicing. And hopefully it ends on a real positive note for us next week.
Definitely to be one of the, one or two teams left, just still playing, it's kind of surreal. Just thinking about it, but we kind of just been focusing on the weekend itself, getting the game plan ready, and trying to stay focused.
We'll have more on the Rams' preparations for the Super Bowl coming up in sports. Chris and Sarah, back to you.
All right, Kevin, thank you. Fans are excited this final weekend before the Rams head off to Atlanta.
That is right. CBS 2's Greg Mills, he's live in Thousand Oaks with the preview of tomorrow's special send-off for the team. Hey, Greg.
Hey, Chris and Sarah. Yeah, it should be a fun day tomorrow. Fun day today here, too. This is the Rams headquarters here in Thousand Oaks. Got to tell you, the folks here in the Conejo Valley, they kind of lay claim to LA's team. The Rams' final workout in California before Super Bowl Sunday. Cindy Zavarua was hoping to see it.
This is my team if the Seattle Seahawks are out.
Well, they're out.
So this is my team.
But she couldn't watch her team because the practice field is off limits. In the hills above the Rams' Cal Lutheran headquarters, dog watchers could catch a quick glimpse, and Steve Gatka from Thousand Oaks climbed that peak to get a peek at practice.
Yes, the little peak, pretty far away.
And Dave Love, former LAPD, now the friendliest head of security you will ever find, showed up, which means the show is over. But think about it. Los Angeles Rams spend more time here in Thousand Oaks than they do in Los Angeles.
We've run into some of the parents of the Rams players. Some of their kids go to the schools in the area.
It's pretty obvious the people here are proud of their team.
It makes it feel like this is kind of the Conejo Valley team. It's exciting.
Businesses here cater to the Rams, literally in the case of Urbane Cafe.
This week I've actually delivered to him 3 times already.
Big orders too for some big guys, like 100 sandwiches each time. You can't see the Rams here, but you can certainly see them tomorrow morning in Los Angeles. The team's buses will stop at their new stadium en route to LAX from 10 a.m. until noon.
Coach and the players are all going to address the crowd.
The Rams send-off is free to fans, but you have to register for tickets at the Rams website, therams.com/sendoff, and show ticket confirmation when you get to the Rams' new stadium. Here's where you park, the corner of Pinkay and Prairie in Inglewood, and gates open at 9 a.m. And if you're going there, I suggest you get there awfully early. The Rams are expecting thousands of people to attend that send-off rally at their brand new stadium. Sarah and Chris, I know you two will definitely be up and there, right?
Oh, I'll be up, but I probably won't be there because I'll be here. But
we will be there
we'll
in
count on
spirit.
You.
Yes. Thank
Awesome.
you, Greg.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, hey, don't forget that CBS 2 is your home for the Rams. Also, Super Bowl 53. The Rams and Patriots will face off on Sunday, February 3rd, and the only place you can watch the game is right here on CBS 2.
And it will be an exciting week leading up to the big game. Greg was right. CBS 2 will be live in Atlanta ahead of the big game. Pat Harvey, Jeff Michaels, Suzanne Marquez, and of course Jim Hill will lead our Super Bowl coverage starting tomorrow night.
Good stuff. All right, so a tragedy is unfolding in Brazil.
Dozens of people are dead and hundreds still missing after a dam burst there. We'll have more on the desperate rescue mission.
And back here, an aggravating morning for residents in 2 neighborhoods. They found their parked cars smashed by out-of-control drivers.
And it was a beautiful warm day across Southern California, but how long will the warmth stay with us? Details coming up.